If I told you that your beautiful, your award-winning website was actively turning home buyers away, would you fix it?
I mean, yeah, in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
But the crazy part is most people don't even know it's happening.
Exactly. You might have the most beautiful website in the world, but if it takes 9 seconds to load on a phone, does it even exist?
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Not to a home buyer anyway.
And that is the terrifying concept of the invisibility score.
Welcome back to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we are not just talking theory. We are dissecting a real-world local marketing audit report to understand why a business can be #1 in service but incredibly vulnerable online.
It's the pretty website trap. You see it all the time with service businesses. They have this gorgeous site, great photos. Maybe they've even paid an agency for SEO. But when you pop the hood and look at the diagnostics, the engine is missing.
Right. And the pain point here is so real. I talk to business owners all the time who say, I'm paying for SEO, I'm paying for hosting, so why is my phone not ringing?
So today we're going to answer that by looking at a specific case study. The source material we're looking at is for a company called Chicagoland Home Inspectors, or CHI for short.
Which is a great example because on the surface, this business is an absolute juggernaut.
They really are. Looking through their website, they're a high-end, award-winning company. They've been around since 1993. The owner, Charlie, personally approves all the inspectors. And they have this wild policy where inspectors only do one house per day.
Which is, I mean, it's
Right.
unheard of. In the inspection game, volume is usually the whole business model. 2 or 3 inspections a day is standard. Doing one means they're extremely thorough.
Yeah, it really positions them as the premium smart choice for home buyers.
Right.
Plus, they have over 1,800 five-star reviews. They are the clear market leaders. But, and here is the tension for today's deep dive, we ran their URL through a local marketing audit, and the overall score came back at a 79%,
Basically C+.
a C plus for an A plus company. And that gap, that missing 21%, is what we call the invisibility score. It means there are huge chunks of the internet where this dominant business just simply doesn't exist.
And that's exactly where the money leaks out. You could be the best inspector in Chicago, but if Google's algorithm is confused about your location or your site is too slow for an iPhone, you are invisible to the very people trying to hire you.
So we're going to walk through this report section by section. We're going to see what they got right, what they got wrong, and most importantly, how to fix it. Because if you are listening, chances are your audit looks very similar.
Let's strip it down.
Okay, section 1 is the foundation. This covers business details and the Google business profile. The report gives them a perfect 100% here with a bunch of green checks.
This is exactly what you want to see. It seems basic, but you'd be surprised how many businesses fail right here at the starting line. This checks if your core data is accessible.
Yeah, and there's one specific win here in the business critical information section that caught my eye. Their main phone number is text-enabled.
Oh, that is a massive win. A huge green flag. The report actually notes that 9 out of 10 people prefer messaging to calling.
I am definitely one of them. If I have to call a business and navigate some automated phone tree, I'm already annoyed.
Oh, totally. And think about the context of a home buyer. They're at work or they're in a loud coffee shop or they're just stressing out about mortgage rates. They do not want to have a 10-minute voice conversation.
Right, they just want to shoot a text saying, hey, can you inspect a condo on Tuesday?
Exactly. By enabling the landline to accept texts, CHI removes a massive friction point.
The report also mentions they have a chat widget installed on the site.
Same principle, really. It's a safety net. If a nervous home buyer lands on the site and has a quick question, the chat widget catches them before they bounce back to Google. It's all about being available on the customer's terms.
Makes sense. Now looking at their hosting, the report flags that they use lead connector.
Which is a very good sign. That usually indicates they are using a robust platform or working with a savvy agency. It means the site is hosted in a stable environment, not some cheap shared server that goes down every time there's a spike in traffic.
Okay, and for their Google business profile, they also scored 100%. They've claimed the profile. The address is verified 980 North Michigan Avenue, which is very fancy, by the way. Photos are up. Hours are correct. Phone numbers match.
We call this table stakes. You cannot play the local SEO game if you haven't bought in here.
Because if they hadn't done this, they wouldn't just be invisible. They'd be non-existent, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Google Maps is the modern phone book. If you aren't claimed and verified there, you aren't a real business to the algorithm. So credit to CHI. The foundation of their house is completely solid.
But now we have to look at the plumbing. We're moving to section 2, which is the techno stack. And the score here drops to a 60%.
Yeah, here come the leaks.
We do see some green checks. They have Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, so they are at least tracking their data.
Which is the bare minimum. You can't improve what you don't measure.
But then there is this big red X that the report flags as an invisible leak. No Facebook pixel.
I see this on so many audits.
Really?
Oh, all the time. And I can already hear the business owner saying, well, I'm a home inspector. I don't do TikTok dances, and I'm not running Facebook ads, so why do I need a pixel?
That feels like a fair question, though. If I'm not running ads right now, is the pixel just dead weight on the site?
No.
Hmm.
That is probably the biggest misconception in local marketing. Think of the Facebook pixel as the security camera for your website. Even if you aren't running ads today, that camera is recording everyone who walks into your digital store. It's building an audience.
Oh, so it's collecting data on people who have already shown interest in your service.
Exactly. It's building a bucket. Let's say a home buyer visits the CHI website, looks at the pricing, but then their kid starts crying and they close the tab. Without the pixel, that person is just gone. They are a ghost.
And you've permanently lost the lead.
But with the pixel, that person is in your audience bucket. Next week, or even a month from now, you could decide to spend $5 a day on ads. You can tell Facebook to show this ad specifically to people who visited my pricing page.
And suddenly you show up in their feed saying, hey, do you still need a home inspection?
Right. Retargeting is the highest ROI marketing that exists. By not having that pixel installed, CHI is just burning data. If a client visits but doesn't book, they have zero way to retarget them later.
Interestingly, the report shows a Google Ads pixel is present, but no campaigns are running.
So they have the plumbing installed for the Google faucet, but they just haven't turned the water on. They're relying 100% on organic traffic.
Which is risky, as we'll see. So let's move into the messy middle. Section 3 is listings. And this is the lowest score in the entire report. They got a 58%.
Ouch. Yeah, that is a failing grade.
The report analyzes NAP data, so name, address, and phone number. It found 16 exact matches, which is great. But it also found 4 partial matches and 12 completely no matches.
This drives business owners crazy.
Yeah.
But it is so important.
I can see why it drives them crazy. I'm looking at the specific examples where they are invisible or incorrect. The platforms are Navme, 8 Coupons, YP.com, eLocal. I have to play devil's advocate here. Does anyone actually go to 8coupons.com to find a high-end home inspector?
A human being. Probably not. I don't think anyone is hunting for a discount code for a structural engineer on a random site from 2010.
Right. So why does it matter?
Because you're missing the point of these sites. The audience for 8 Coupons isn't people. It's Google.
Okay, break that down for me. Why does Google care about an outdated coupon site?
Because Google is like a detective trying to verify a story. It wants to be absolutely confident that Chicagoland Home Inspectors is actually located at 980 North Michigan Avenue before it recommends them to a user. So the detective goes out and asks 30 witnesses.
And the directory sites are the witnesses?
Exactly. If the detective asks 30 witnesses and 12 of them say, I've never heard of this business, or they say, I think they're located at a different address, the detective gets nervous.
And when Google gets nervous, it doesn't recommend you.
Right? It hesitates. It pushes you down the rankings. It's not about the human traffic on YP.com. It's about the trust signal those citations send to the search engine. A 58% on listings is basically telling Google we might be here or we might not be.
That creates that algorithmic invisibility we were talking about.
Exactly. Inconsistent data makes you invisible.
So for you listening, even if you have never heard of these weird directory sites, you still have to fix them to satisfy the Google detective.
Consistency is currency in SEO, period.
Okay, section 4. This is the speed trap. Website performance is sitting at a 65%.
This is the big one.
I have a shocking stat here. The report reveals the mobile page speed is 8.9 seconds.
Nearly 9 seconds.
To put that in perspective, the global average for a fast site is around 0.2 seconds. The desktop speed for CHI is 1.7 seconds, which is totally normal. But on mobile, 8.9 seconds. I just want to paint a picture here. Let's count that out. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Getting to 9 feels like an absolute eternity.
In internet time, 9 seconds is an epoch. It's effectively putting a closed sign on your front door.
Think about the user experience. You are a stressed home buyer. You're standing on the sidewalk in front of a house you just toured, and you need an inspector today. You search on your phone, you see CHI, you click the link, and you wait. And wait.
You bounce. Immediately. You hit the back button because you assume the site is broken or the business is out of business. You just go back to Google and pick the next guy.
And the report breaks this down further. It's not just the load time. It mentions Core Web Vitals, specifically something called interactivity, which scored a really poor 41%.
Right, so Core Web Vitals aren't just about code, they're about the actual user experience. Interactivity means even if you can see the site, how long does it take before you can actually do something?
Like tapping a button.
Yeah, if the site looks loaded and you tap the Call Now button but nothing happens for 3 seconds because the site is heavy and sluggish in the background, that feels broken.
That is incredibly frustrating.
It's the single biggest invisibility factor in this entire report. A slow mobile site is actively turning away paying customers.
Okay, so we have a mobile site that takes 9 seconds to load. We have messy listings confusing Google. We have missing pixels. By all logical accounts, this business should be failing online. But here is the paradox. Section 5 is the reputation strategy, and their score is a 73%.
This is their saving grace. This is the only reason they are successful despite the technical flaws. Social proof.
Let's look at the review volume. They have 822 reviews on their Google business profile with a 5.0 average. And the source website mentions they have over 1,800 total reviews across all platforms.
That volume is staggering. 1,800 reviews isn't just a number, it is a fortress.
Yeah, and digging into the source material, I found this photo upload hack they use that explains how they get so many. It's a genius strategy.
Oh, I love this part. It's a masterclass in psychology.
So the owner, Charlie, offers a discount on the site. He says you get $50 off the inspection if you agree to upload a photo with your review. But then, in bold letters, he writes, "We don't enforce it."
It's brilliant.
He literally says the intent is to plant the seed to judge us when all is said and done. He's giving them a discount up front and trusting them to leave a review later without holding their feet to the fire.
It triggers the law of reciprocity. By giving the client a break up front and showing vulnerability, by saying, I trust you to do the right thing, he creates this massive social obligation for the client to follow through.
Because if he forced them to do it, it would just feel like a transaction.
Exactly. But because he trusts them, it becomes a relationship. And asking specifically for a photo with a review is a huge SEO hack.
Why is the photo so important to Google?
A review with a user-uploaded photo proves to the algorithm that the review is real. It's not a bot farm in a basement somewhere. It proves a real human was at a real house. That $50 unenforced discount is basically buying them ranking insurance.
And they do a great job handling the reviews, too. The report shows a 98% review reply rate.
Which again signals to Google that the business is active.
But I do want to bring up one negative review the report found, just to show they aren't bulletproof. It's from a client named Paul Timko. He had a mold issue that he felt was dismissed.
Ah, the mold issue. That is the ultimate kryptonite for home inspectors.
The report shows only one negative review found against 49 positives in the recent batch, but that one negative really sticks out.
It does. And even with 1,800 wins, one bad interaction regarding something as sensitive as mold can linger. It shows why you have to handle negatives perfectly because people read the bad ones first.
There's also one massive gap in their reputation strategy. The report shows 0 Facebook reviews.
0. Just a complete ghost town.
If everyone is on Google, why does ignoring Facebook matter?
Because Facebook is where social search happens. People go to local community groups on Facebook and ask, hey, does anyone know a good home inspector? If a past client tags CHI and the new user clicks the page and sees 0 reviews, it looks like a shell company. You're leaving an entire platform empty.
Okay, so bringing this all together, we hit the aha moment in Section 6, the SEO analysis.
The grand finale.
Your SEO score is 99%, and in the local rank tracker image, they rank #1 for Home Inspector Near Me. #1.
Big green #1 right over Chicago.
How is this even possible? We just spent 10 minutes talking about an 8.9-second load time and messy listings and missing pixels.
It's the sheer weight of their history. The domain authority from being around since 1993 combined with 1,800 5-star reviews is currently overpowering the technical flaws. Google loves those happy customers more than it hates the slow code.
So the reviews are basically a rocket engine lifting up a really heavy, unaerodynamic plane.
That's a great way to put it. But here is the warning. This is a very dangerous position to be in. We call it technical debt.
It's a ticking time bomb.
Absolutely. Because imagine a competitor comes along. Let's say Windy City Inspections gets their act together. They don't even need 1,800 reviews. They get 500 reviews, but they have a site that loads in 1 second. Their NAP listings are perfectly clean, and they are running retargeting ads with the Facebook pixel.
Google is going to see that superior user experience.
Right. Google's going to say, hey, These new guys are really popular, and people don't bounce off their website after 9 seconds.
And suddenly CHI drops from number 1 to number 3, then number 5.
And once you drop, local ranking is incredibly hard to get back. CHI is winning on hard mode right now. If they fix their technical debt, they would be completely untouchable.
Okay, let's distill all of this for you listening right now.
Yeah.
Because you probably don't have 1,800 reviews holding up your slow website. So if we were consulting for this business, what is the summary of fixes?
Priority number 1 is speed. You have to get that mobile load time under 3 seconds. 8.9 is unacceptable. Compress the images, clean up the code, and improve that interactivity score.
Fix number 2.
Listings. Go fix the NAP data on those 12 no-match sites like yp.com and NavMe. Solidify that trust so the Google detective stops second-guessing your location.
And fix number 3.
Install the Facebook Pixel. Stop losing data on your visitors. Even if you never run an ad, start building that audience today.
I love that. And my final thought for everyone listening is to steal that photo discount idea.
Oh, absolutely.
It costs $50 on paper, but remember, they don't even enforce it, yet it buys them ranking insurance in the form of authentic photo-verified reviews. It is brilliant.
It really is.
Don't let your website be invisible. The next episode, we begin building the perfect site from the top down, but right now, run your free local marketing audit at getsync.pro.
See you next time.